Hey Fling-ons, on this episode we are going to give you the most anticipated music festivals of 2022. So the summer is just around the corner, which means music festivals are back. So say hello to beer gardens and camping and brushing past strangers. And make sure you pack that sunblock. Okay, so most of the festivals haven't yet announced their COVID protocols, which are just all bullcrap anyway, but that's just my opinion. But we'll add them as they become available. I'm also not going to go over ticket information in this video, but I will put links down below for each and every one of them so that you can find it for yourself. So let's go ahead and get on with this list. Okay, Coachella, or as we call it, Brochella, is in Indio, California. That happens this weekend at April 15th through 17th and on April 22nd through the 24th, 2022. Now the 2020 and 21 years were canceled over COVID concerns, but Coachella is back this year to kick off the 2022 festival season. Now, headliners include Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, a Swedish House Mafia is going to be there. That's going to be a great show. And I know The Weeknd is subbing in for the last-minute dropout of Kanye West. Next on the list is EDC, or Electric Daisy Carnival 2022. This is on May 20th through the 23rd. Now, Electric Daisy Carnival from Insomniac comes to Las Vegas once again, making it the 26th installment. And this is one of the largest electronic music festivals in the United States. This event is sold out as usual, but I will still put a link below. If you haven't seen our EDC video, 2021, please check it out on the next one. It was a great time, and in that video we'll give you tips and tricks on how to survive and what's to expect at Camp EDC. Now this year they have Armin van Buuren, Borgore, Dylan Francis, and of course a favorite of ours is Richie Hawtin, and so many more. Next on the list is Boston Calling. This is in Boston, Massachusetts, May 27th to 29th. Okay, and this is featuring Nine Inch Nails, The Strokes, Metallica, and Japanese Breakfast as well. Now, this year's edition of Boston Calling is taking place as usual at the Harvard Athletic Complex and will feature 50+ artists performing on 4 stages, plus a 100-foot Ferris wheel. You're going to have art installations as well and food from about 35 vendors. Next on the list is Primavera Sound. Now this is in the Barcelona, Spain. This is going to happen in June 2nd through the 4th and the 9th through the 11th. Now Primavera is the biggest festival in the Mediterranean, and it returns to Barcelona's Parc de Forns for the first time since 2019. Now, I'm sure I did pronounce that incorrectly, so feel free to beat me up in the comments below. So, it's boasting 2 weekends of live music, plus a week's worth of concerts around Barcelona. In between, this year's fest feels even larger. So, on the bill are some of the big names like Dua Lipa, Megan Thee Stallion, Lorde, Gorillaz. You also have some of the older favorites like Pavement, Interpol, and the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. That's going to be a great show. All right, The Roots Picnic. This is in Philly, PA. Okay, returning. Now they're returning after a 2-year hiatus as well because of the COVID crap. Now the festival headline hosted and curated by The Roots will happen in real life at Philadelphia's Man at Fairmount Park, and also to be streamed on YouTube. Make sure you watch that. The lineup will bring together black talents from all over the map, including country trailblazer Mickey Guyton, chart-topping Afrobeats star WizKid, and the legendary Mary J. Blige. Most of the tickets on this thing are sold out, so you'll have to go to the secondary market for those. Next one is the Governor's Ball. This is in New York, June 10th through the 12th. Now this is going to feature Kid Cudi, Halsey, J. Cole, and Flume. So that's a great lineup. Now the Governor's Ball returns to Citi Field in Queens this year. after relocating there from its original location on Randall's Island in 2021. And they're known for showcasing some of New York's best food. Now, the Governor's Ball will host dozens of vendors for attendees to choose from as they enjoy 60+ musical acts. The next one is the Parklife, Manchester, UK. Now, this is June 11th and 12th. Now, the Independent Manchester Festival will return to Heaton Park this June with performers such as Megan Thee Stallion, Sophia Cortesis, and the Pink Pantherist. Tyler, the Creator, headlining the show, marks his first UK festival appearance since he was banned from the country in 2015. So, way to get back in there. Next one is a Bonnaroo. This is in Manchester, Tennessee. This is June 16th through the 19th. This is one of our favorites. Bonnaroo actually is Creole slang for good stuff, and this year's festival will include plenty of that, so get ready. It includes 150 musical acts, camping, which is always a favorite of ours, parades, yoga, a 5K run, beer festival, and more. Now, if they could do the 5K run with beer guzzling, that would even be better. Now, the lineup is pretty eclectic. You have like old school performers like Herbie Hancock, Denzel Curry, Indigo D'Souza, and then one of my favorites is Porter Robinson. He's going to be going. So, I'm going to go ahead and take a break to humbly ask for your help in reaching our new goal of 200 followers. It seems like we struggle at times just to hit the simple goal. So if you like what we're creating on our channel, please take a moment to smash the subscription button. And while you're at it, please click the bell icon. I know our shows aren't perfect, but we are continuing to strive to make better content. Okay, enough of that begging. Let's get back to the list. Next one we have is Glastonbury, June 22nd through the 26th. Now, this is the UK Mega Festival, and it's back this year after a 2-year hiatus. And the 2020 and the 2021 were obviously canceled due to the COVID bull crap. Last year's was replaced with a ticketed live stream. The lineup this year includes the youngest ever headliner, which will be Billie Eilish, as well as the oldest headliner, which will be Paul McCartney. Plus you have Phoebe Bridgers, Megan Thee Stallion, and Caroline Polachek. If you have the means to make this event, it's well worth it. 8035 Music Festival in Des Moines, Iowa, July 8th through the 9th, 2022. You have Father John Misty playing, Japanese Breakfast, Carly, XCX, and Jamala Woods. Now, this 2-day nonprofit festival seeks to bring diverse music to Des Moines, as they say. Now, while the lineup includes some big names like Father John Misty and Carly, XCX, half of the acts are local to Iowa, or they do have ties to the state, including Iowa City songwriter Patricia Vark and Des Moines hip-hop artist Be Well. There will be food and beverages and crafts from local artisans, and the interviews will be hosted by the Iowa Public Radio. The next one, this is another favorite of ours, and it is a gold standard for the electronic music festivals. That's Tomorrowland, Belgium. Now, the whole rave scene as we know it came from Europe. This one will take place over 3 weekends starting July 15th through the 17th. Then you're going to do the 22nd through the 24th, 29th through the 31st. Some of the performers there are favorites of ours: Charlotte DeWitt, Armin van Buuren, Dimitri Vegas and Like Mike, and so many more. This is a beautiful festival. Pitchfork Music Festival. This one's Chicago, Illinois, July 15th through the 17th. The Pitchfork Music Festival does return to Chicago's Union Park. Now, you have Oscar and Grammy winner Questlove will be headlining Sunday with The Roots. The National and Mitski top the bill Friday and Saturday. Other performers will include Kate LeBon, Tori E. Moy, and Arouge Aftab. Lollapalooza, Chicago, Illinois, July 28th through the 31st. 31 years after making its debut in 1991 as a touring festival, Lollapalooza will once again return to Chicago's Grant Park with 9 stages, 170 acts ranging from Metallica, Dua Lipa, Machine Gun Kelly, and Wet Leg. Newport Jazz Festival, Newport, Rhode Island, July 29th through the 31st. Now, this is the self-proclaimed granddaddy of all music festivals. It will be held as usual this year at the Fort Adams National Park. Norah Jones is headlining. Other performers include VJ Iyer, Trio, Makaya, McCraven, and Laffy. Now this is a much more chill type of a music gathering, so if you're looking for the mosh pit, skip this one. Fuji Rock Festival. Now this is in the Nagata Prefecture of Japan. This is July 29th through the 31st. Fuji Rocks, Japan's largest outdoor music festival, got its name because it was originally held at the base of Mount Fuji. These days it takes place at the Neiba ski resort, and if I got that wrong, please catch me in the comments below. Now this is about 90 miles outside of Tokyo. While last year's artists were all domestic, this year's fest will host like Halsey, Hiatus, Coyote, and you have Jack White as well, and Japanese Breakfast Club. Next on the list is Hinterland Fest, St. Charles, Iowa. This is August 4th through the 7th. Iowa's largest music festival returns this summer to St. Charles, naturally formed avenue of the Saints Amphitheater with some of the indies rock biggest names. You got like Phoebe Bridges and up-and-comers like Muna. Plus you have art installations, craft vendors, and on-site camping. Outside Land, San Francisco, August 5th through the 7th. Now, if you're looking to spend a hot August afternoon in San Francisco's Golden Gate Park, then Outside Lands is where you'll want to head. Now, festival goers can expect one-of-a-kind experience as the 3-day events host 75 music artists alongside Grasslands, the first curated cannabis experience at a major American festival. Attendees can legally purchase cannabis from certified vendors and smoke in designated areas. So for you 420 fans, gotta check that out. Next on the list is This Ain't No Picnic, and this is in Pasadena, California, August 27th through the 28th. Kathleen Hanna and her Latigra bandmates haven't played live in over 12 years, but they'll reunite for this new festival. From promoters Golden Voice, makers of Coachella. Also on this bill is going to be Phoebe Bridges, Beach House, Wet Leg, The Strokes. This is going to be a really good show, so definitely look out for that one. Primavera Sound at Los Angeles. This is in September 16th through the 18th. If you can't make it to the Barcelona for the OG Primavera Sound, why not have a taste of it and experience it in LA. Indie kids will love this one, as the lineup will feature everyone from Pink Panthers to Faye Webster and the Arctic Monkeys. Riot Fest, Chicago, Illinois, September 16th through the 18th. Punk rock's biggest music festival, or as they call it, the Warped Tour for adults, will take place in Chicago's Douglas Park in September, known for hosting major reunions, including this year's My Chemical Romance and the original Misfits, planning on a 40th anniversary performance of Walk Among Us. That's going to be insane. Really wish I could catch that one. Now, Riot Fest will boast plenty of acts and many late night shows. Last year, the independently owned festival hosted a job fair and offered free tickets for all residents that lived within, I think it was a 4 or 5 block radius of the Douglas Park. Next is Austin City Limits in Austin, Texas. This is October 7th through the 9th and 14th through the 16th. Now, as far as those that are going to be featured on this, they're still coming up with those. Now, Austin City Limits is carrying over its 2 weekend at its usual Zelker Park location this year. Enjoy some of the vegan tacos or delicious food found from a host of other vendors while hopping to 100+ performers across 8 stages in Texas. This has got to be one of the most laid-back cities there is. And last but not least, All Things Go. This one is in 6. A group of friends started a music blog and named it after a Sufjan Stevens lyrics. Their project has since really blossomed into an outdoor music festival. Now it will take place this year in Maryland's Merriweather Post Pavilion Center. At the top of the bill last year were Haim and Carly XCX, so expect nothing less this time around. And that brings us to an end of this episode, so please remember to subscribe and hit that bell. Catch us next time, where we find our way in every adventure.